So now we have lunch. So for this lunch option, we have grilled chicken wraps with a side of sweet potato fries, which are my personal favorite. So first we're gonna start off by seasoning the chicken. So to do that, I just like to use about 1 teaspoon of olive oil over the chicken. And with this chicken, these are pre-cut to 4 ounces. So yeah, that's the serving you wanna be having when you're doing proteins. You wanna be having at least like 4 to 5 ounces. So yeah, these are each cut to 4 to 5 ounces. So now I'm just gonna season them with some onion powder and garlic powder. And my rule of thumb when I'm seasoning is just to like coat the top layer, like back and forth like that. So that's black pepper, paprika for a little spice. And then this seasoning right here is my absolute favorite. It's Montreal Chicken by McCormick. You can get this at Walmart. I highly, highly suggest you buy this. I use this for chicken. You'll see I'll use this for veggies later. It's really, really good. And then just a little bit of salt, like fairly little. So I'm just gonna mix the chicken and the seasoning all together. So I have a pan heating up here on medium to high heat, and I'm just gonna use 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil and just distribute it all across the pan and let it heat up. Okay, so once the pan's nice and hot, you just wanna add the chicken. And you want to let it sit on each side for about 3 minutes before you flip it. About 3 to 4 minutes, I'm just going to flip the chicken over. See how it's nice and brown? And you guys are probably wondering like, oh, the pan, there's no more oil in it. So what I like to do, because we're cutting fat, I like to add a little bit of chicken broth to let the chicken cook in. So that adds flavor, and now it has something to cook in, so it's not burning, but we're not adding any extra oils or fats. Okay, so now that the chicken is done, we're gonna put the wrap together. So I'm gonna start off by just slicing the chicken. And these 2 pieces of chicken together were about 5 ounces, which is okay, because remember I said protein for each meal should be anywhere between 4 to 5 ounces. So the chicken's cut. So now for this wrap, I'm using barbecue sauce, but if you like honey mustard, you could do honey mustard, or you could do buffalo sauce. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a tablespoon of the sauce. Excuse me, half a tablespoon. And just spread that. Maybe we'll do a full teaspoon. There we go. So just place the chicken. Handful of spinach. Peppers, onions, or whatever vegetables you guys have on hand or that you like. And now we're gonna put the wrap together. And one thing I do wanna say about the wraps is if when you're buying any whole wheat product, if you don't see this label on it, don't buy it, because that means it's not really whole wheat. The food industry definitely lies to us a lot. If it's brown and it doesn't have that, it's probably just some sort of food coloring to make it look like it's wheat. Okay, so now we just wanna do the same thing we did with the breakfast wrap. Just bring the sides in together and gently roll it up. Then once you've made 1 full turn, just turn it again. Take a knife, cut it in half, and onto the plate. Okay, so now for the side of sweet potato fries. So we're gonna take some sweet potatoes and we're just gonna cut. You really gotta put your all into cutting sweet potatoes. They're really hard to cut. Sweet potatoes are gonna be a lot better for you than regular potatoes because they don't rise your blood sugar as fast and they have a higher amount of fiber in them versus regular white potatoes. There we go. Okay, so once you've got your sweet potatoes cut into these long fry shapes, you just want to take a pan, put them in there. Then you want to just do 1 teaspoon of olive oil over the top of them. Then you want to do 1/2 teaspoon of brown sugar. And then some salt, just a little bit of salt. And black pepper. And you just want to go in with your hands and mix them up. Okay, now we're going to put it into the oven at 300. Okay, so here's the finished product. I've taken the sweet potatoes out of the oven and put them on the side of the wrap.